Well, this isn't good news though. South Australian cricket is in turmoil tonight without a high-performance manager after Jamie Cox was sensationally fired last night. The SA Cricket Association says his protocol breaches were so serious it had no choice but to sack him immediately.
Jamie Cox has ridden out many turbulent times in his 7 years at SACA, but he couldn't survive this.
The breaches were of such a serious nature that the only course of action was to dismiss Jamie.
Last year, the association was fined $15,000 for attempting to poach Victorian James Muirhead outside Cricket Australia's guidelines. Cox's involvement in that was a part of the decision to sack him.
It certainly is, but certainly all the staff that were involved in that particular breach were counselled and spoken to.
Bradshaw stopped short of saying he felt betrayed, but
Jamie as a person I have the highest regard for and friendship, so this has been an extremely difficult week.
Without saying exactly what Cox did wrong, Bradshaw confirmed it involved negotiations with rival players outside the Big Bash's official trade period.
We cannot enter into any binding agreements with any players whatsoever until the embargo period is lifted, which was lifted on Monday.
So that indicates that there has been binding agreements entered into?
Once again, I really can't comment.
Brad Hodge, Mark Cosgrove and Kyron Pollard are players recently linked to a move to the Strikers. The SACA CEO says details of what deals are behind the breaches will be revealed when Cricket Australia finishes its investigation, probably next week.
Pete McDonald joins us live from Adelaide Oval. And Pete, there's still plenty to play out in this saga.
Absolutely, Will. At the centre of all this, a highly respected man in Jamie Cox now finds his career in tatters and his reputation severely damaged. I contacted him this morning, but quite understandably, he didn't want to make any public comment at this stage. From the SACA perspective, well, they're a key man down in the middle of what is a very important player signing period ahead of the next Big Bash. The CEO, Keith Bradshaw, has taken over those responsibilities as of last night, and the hunt's already on for the next high-performance manager. If SACA does choose to promote from within, well, former Australian coach Tim Nielsen would have to be an obvious candidate. Will?
Thanks very much, Pete McDonald.